In this episode, you'll discover the cost of career misalignment and how a 2-minute clarity shift reveals exactly why you feel unfulfilled so you can start feeling lighter today. Welcome to the Midlife Reinvention Podcast, a podcast helping women in career and life transitions achieve clarity on their next steps so they can transform uncertainty into an energizing next chapter. I'm your host, Kavita Ahuja, and the founder of It's My Time Now Coaching. If you're wondering what's next in your career or life, you are in the right place. Through solo and guest episodes, you'll gain practical tips, tools, and inspiration to help you uncover blocks, gain confidence, and be, do, and have what you want. I rediscovered myself after the age of 50, and I know you can too. It's my time now to help you do just that. I'm so excited you're here. Let's dive in. Hello, and welcome back to another mini episode of the Midlife Reinvention Podcast. These mini episodes are meant to serve as a pick-me-up and reminders for you as you navigate your week. If you're listening today, there's a good chance that something in your career or life doesn't quite feel right anymore. Not in a loud or dramatic way, but in a steady, persistent way that's hard to ignore once you notice it. You're doing what needs to be done, you're showing up and you're handling your responsibilities, and yet underneath all of that, there's a sense that you're busy, but not actually moving forward in a way that feels meaningful to you anymore. I hear women say things like, I don't hate what I do, nothing's technically wrong, I should be grateful. And that word should is usually where the story starts to get a little complicated. Because when something no longer fits, the cost doesn't show up all at once, it accumulates quietly over time. At first, it may look like a lack of motivation or restlessness. Then it becomes a subtle disengagement from parts of yourself you used to care deeply about. You're still performing and functioning, but you do it on competence alone. And that's exhausting in a way that rest doesn't fix. So I want you to pause for a moment and notice this, not to solve it, but just to see it clearly. Where in your life are you putting in a lot of effort, but not feeling any real sense of progress? For many women, this shows up as feeling underutilized or operating at a fraction of their capacity, or realizing that the life that they've built was designed for an earlier version of themselves. I once had a client say to me, I feel like my life is wearing an old version of me. That sentence captures something most women feel long before they can articulate it. And this isn't a lack of discipline or laziness, and it isn't something you can push through indefinitely without consequence. Over time, what really starts to erode isn't your performance, it's your relationship with yourself. You stop trusting what you want, you lower your expectations without realizing you're doing it, and you tell yourself that this is just how life is now. And years can pass by like this, not in misery, but in a muted version of your life. And here's something else I'd like you to notice today. Pay attention to your energy. Not how tired you are, but where your energy goes. And at the end of the day, ask yourself, what gave me energy today, and what quietly drained it? You're not trying to change anything yet, you're just gathering information. Because what most people call feeling stuck is actually misalignment. Misalignment with who you've become and with what you're here to express now. And this is where the concept of ikigai, or your reason for being, becomes very important. Ikigai, which originated in Okinawa, Japan, it points to your deeper reason for being. The place where what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what brings abundance into your life come together. When one or more of those pieces has been neglected for too long, life starts to feel heavy and unfulfilling and draining and sometimes flat. And that heaviness isn't random, it's information. And here's the part I don't want you to skip over. You cannot realign what you don't understand. And this is why so many smart and capable women keep trying to make changes that don't stick. New roles, new goals, new strategies, without ever addressing the deeper cause of their unfulfillment. And it is possible. Before you take action, you need some clarity, my friend. And that's exactly why I created my career and life fulfillment quiz. Not to tell you what decisions to make or to give you a 5-year plan, but just to show you very clearly how fulfilled you actually are right now and why. The quiz helps you see which parts of your ikigai are being expressed and which parts of you may have been underexpressed for years. And for many women, that insight alone creates movement and energy shifts, and things just start to feel lighter. Not because life has changed, but because they finally understand what's been happening underneath it all. So if this episode is landing for you, don't rationalize it away. Take the quiz. It takes about 2 minutes, and it's the first link in the show notes. You don't need to have everything figured out today. This is a tool that you can use, which will help you understand why you might be misaligned at this moment. You don't need to make a big decision today, but staying slightly misaligned does have a cost, and you already know that. So I'd like you to start with clarity. Take the quiz, and we'll keep going from there. And as always, I'm here for you. We'll see you in the next episode.